friends, welcome back to another video. This one will be discussing the next journey that this Magic channel is taking, as well as me in general. So, as we all know, in the Commander community over the past couple of weeks, there's been a lot of stuff going on with the bans a couple weeks ago and the reaction to that, and then the acquisition of Commander as a format by Wizards of the Coast, which will probably change things, probably not immediately though, but likely, obviously going forward, will definitely change kind of how things are looking for the format. I'm not really going to get into that or talk about it at all because, honestly, I'm not really that worried about it. I will still play this game regardless of what happens to it, unless it ceases to exist. So, yeah, honestly, not super worried about most of it. Today's video will be kind of where we are going from where we're at currently. As you probably noticed, I have not posted in quite a while. Yeah, there's good reason for that. My dad went down for surgery end of August, and I've been kind of taking over the work side of things for the past month and change. Things got a little bit busy here and there, and I really just haven't been doing much on the YouTube side of things really at all. Haven't done anything with this channel in about a month or two. My other channel I haven't uploaded since probably about the same time, if not before then. So it's been a little bit since I've been in front of the camera, but we are back and hoping to point ourselves in the right direction going into the end of this year and into 2025. So yeah, the thumbnail you probably saw before you clicked on it has a Thrasios Tymna background, which is the next deck I am going to be working on. Obviously, with the bans, certain competitive decks took bigger hits than others, Corvold being one of them, that kind of lost out on playability purely from the loss of mostly Dockside Extortionist, but also Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus to accelerate those into that top tier of gameplay, and it was deemed nearly unplayable given the changes by comedian MTG. Shout out to him for checking out the top 50 decks post-ban and kind of going over those. I'll link that video down below, so thank you, Ian, for doing that side of the work to kind of let me know what my best decision was next, which was, instead of sticking with Corvold, was to sell off a good chunk of it and then start over basically fresh to get a new CEDH deck in the works, which is, if you couldn't tell by the background of the thumbnail, a Thrasios Tymna list. 4-color, you know, kind of the OG superpower deck kind of thing. Maybe not the original, but, you know, one of the kind of starts on that kind of thing. Obviously, Derevi, I believe, came before them, and there were probably a couple others at the time, but Thrasios Tymna was the first ever that I heard about that kind of did that higher power stuff. So that is the deck I will be working on. I've got a deck box and new sleeves for it on the way already. This deck will probably take me several years to finish because I want to have all of it, if not most of all of it, completely foiled out, other than the cards that do not come in foil, which obviously are the original dual lands, as well as there are 2 regular cards that just do not have foil versions yet, those being both of the Devoted Druid lines, actually. Swift Reconfiguration as well as Machine God's Effigy do not have foil versions printed yet, so I cannot get those in foil at all currently at the time of recording. Maybe at some point in the future, if they do, you know, reprints or something of the sort, if they put them back into precons maybe that have foil versions or something like that, then I will get those in foil. But other than those 2 cards and the 5 or 6, I think, dual lands that are in the deck, other than that, everything else is able to be foiled out. That'll be a very, very long, tedious, and expensive project. There will probably be a lot of trading and selling stuff and money spent elsewhere to accomplish this, but that is my next kind of goal, just as a player, and my next kind of achievement, to be able to say that, hey, I have this, it's all real, and that kind of thing. So I think the grand total on that deck, I put it into Mox Field, it's basically just a copy of Cameron's list from Play to Win. I duplicated it, and then I just filled out my versions of the cards, so I went and got the correct printings, the foil version of them if there was that available, and I plugged all that into Moxfield. I'll have that linked down below as well. I think the total cost on that came out to about 11 grand, which is a lot of money. So yeah, that's basically my next goal over the several next years and lots of time for that kind of thing. But other than that, for this video, rest of this year probably won't do a whole lot with this channel unless, you know, more exciting stuff happens, or if, you know, something else weird is going on. You know, it might be occasional deck techs, but we'll really kind of see where we go from there. Right now, I don't honestly have any decks put together in full other than a couple of the Bloomborough precons, of which I have not upgraded any or anything like that. So I don't really have too much to go over with this channel right now, other than my big picture goal. And hopefully next year we can start getting a little bit consistent with this and maybe see some growth. But, you know, it's kind of a wait and see kind of game, at least through the end of this year. Hopefully next year is a little bit smoother for just life in general. So yeah, it's just a little bit of an update video. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy October, and I hope to see you guys again, hopefully before the end of the year, for maybe one more update video. But honestly, that'll probably be about it. So you guys take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video, and have a good one.